Why are these 5 eternal Christ principles important? Why are they relevant? They are relevant because they don't only show us what is, but then they help us to know what can be, what should be, what must be, or what ought to be. So without economic reasons, should we do the things we do? Or apart from economic reasons, why should we do the things we want to do? We will not be able to answer that question accurately and get it right if we ignore truth, justice, beauty, goodness, and abundance. So our life mission is not just to maintain what is. Our life mission is to take what is to what ought to be. And before we can take what is from what is to what ought to be, or must be, or should be, we must have a clearer and a deeper understanding of truth, of goodness, of justice, of beauty, and of love. Should we just accept things because it is our tradition? At what point should traditions change? At what point should we change culture? There are retrogressive traditions and developmental traditions. The tradition will bring about development to the degree it aligns with the 5 eternal principles. If Christ created the world and Christ brought about development, and Christ is truth, then what brought development? Truth. So truth develops, justice develops, goodness develops, beauty develops, and then beauty brings abundance. Now when the world fell and Christ now came to become a human being and he died, then implication is that what saved the world? Truth saved the world. Justice saved the world. Love saved the world. Beauty saved the world. Then abundance saved the world. So what will save our nations? Truth, justice, beauty, goodness, abundance. The second reason why we should understand them is because the eternal principles of truth, of justice, of beauty, abundance, and goodness, they are the building blocks of human life and societies. Now, at any particular point where a people in a society are not living by any of these 5 eternal principles, what is happening is that they are shaking the very foundations and building block of human society. The reason why when you see a starved person, something within your bowels moves is because some way, somehow, you have been programmed from the day of your creation that abundance didn't create human beings to look like this. So poverty is wrong not because of economic reasons. Poverty is wrong because of theological, spiritual reasons. That's why when a doctor decides that for all his life he's going to do abortion, and he keeps doing abortion, not only will the people that came for the abortion be affected, at the end of his life, that thing that he has been doing all this while will now begin to haunt him, because that is not how we were wired to live. It's like Pastor Sala, you see, when you have this machine, and I always leave it on the floor, wow, oh, it didn't do anything, did it crack? Oh, nothing. Did it crack? Oh, nothing. That nothing that you think is not happening. Gradually something is happening. This one, when people go against the 5 eternal principles, this is what they are doing. Remember, history begins with time. Yes. Whenever we are studying things in time. Yes. So what began history? God. Who is this God? We know him in Christ. What is Christ? Truth. So what actually began history? Truth. What actually began history? Justice. What actually began history? Love. What actually began history? Beauty. What actually began history? Abundance. So what is actually holding our world? These 5 forces. Which is Christ. So where will tomorrow end if you know the direction of truth? History is heading where justice is heading. History is heading where beauty is heading. In the end, beauty will win, not sexualization. In the end, justice will win, not oppression. In the end, truth will win, not deception. In the end, abundance will win, not poverty. In governance, in politics, in journalism, in media, irrespective of where your life calling is, if you can understand truth, justice, and how it is impacting your field of calling, you have secured your place in the future.